Hey guys, welcome back to Tyrannosaurus. Today we're going to be talking about relationships. Relationships are a little tricky, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, but I'll kind of, give a brief overview of what I feel, that relationships are. This was chosen on my Instagram page. I did a canvas, between relationships and friendships, relationships one, so my first video will be about relationships. I'll start off with, advice to the single folk. If you're single, there's no rush to be in a relationship. I understand that, the season is cuffing season and you want to be with somebody or you want to do all these fun things with somebody, but do it with your friends or do it by yourself. You'll meet people. Everywhere you go, you'll always meet people. You just have to have that type of vibe and that type of energy within yourself, and then you'll attract people. Positive energy attracts positive energy, and if you're out there just having fun, just trying to live your best life, then your friends are going to come and a relationship might pop up, but don't force it. If you are single, just take this time to invest in yourself, take this time to focus on you, take this time to learn who you are, take this time to reach any goals that you may have wanted to reach, or if you were procrastinating for a period of time, take that time to go back, and just catch up to where you want to be. Make mental notes about what you want in a relationship so that when you do get in a relationship, you're not trying to figure out what you want in a person or figure out, what you're looking for. For those that are looking to be in relationships, make sure that you're not leading people on. If you want a relationship, then say that in the beginning. If you don't want a relationship, then say that as well. It's very important for you to be vocal with what you want out of a friendship and out of a relationship in the beginning. Don't wait until you're already dating somebody. Then you decide to say, well, I wanted things this way, or we went too fast, whatever. You have to vocalize that because people can't, read minds. If you can, let me know. I need some help. I need some winning numbers. Like, hello. So if you're looking for someone, don't be shallow. A lot of times people have very strict physical, characteristics that they're attracted to, and that's the only type of person they'll date. And a lot of times that person is not the one for you. You have to step outside of your comfort zone. It's okay to date somebody who's not 5'11" and above. It's okay to date somebody shorter. Even though you may not be attracted to that person right away, it may be something internally that may attract you to them as a whole. You never know. Give somebody a chance. Give the, short guy or short girl a chance, or the tall guy or the tall girl a chance. You never know what's possible, to happen. That might be the one for you. He or she may wine or dine you, and you up here trying to look for, Sasquatch, and you want Sasquatch, and Sasquatch beating you up. Be smart with it. When it comes to dating, if you don't want to be in a relationship, if it's not set in stone that, hey, we're dating, we're together, we're a couple, then you're not together. Don't assume that you are in a relationship because you've been on a couple dates, or you've hung out a couple times, or you kiss or whatever. That does not mean that you're dating that person. What shows that you're dating that person is when you both vocalize it. Remember that. You have to both say and agree that you two are in a relationship. A lot of people like to dodge that because a lot of people don't like labels, but let's be honest, hey, if I'm single, I'm single. If I'm taken, I'm taken. And it is what it is. It's a label. Life is all labels, If you're in a relationship, remain monogamous. Don't be out here trying to play the field, still playing the game, still trying to be a player or playerette. Just be faithful, be, tied to your one. That's the person you chose to date, so be with that person. If you're in a relationship where you're you guys are open, then that's, I'm not going to speak on that, but that's your prerogative. That's on you. With relationships, there are rules, boundaries. There are certain things that you shouldn't say to a person, because a lot of times things can be hurtful. That goes along with any type of abuse in a relationship. If you're in a relationship that's very abusive, don't do it. And that's just not physical. That's just not somebody putting their hands on you. That's also verbally abusive and emotionally or mentally abusive. Relationships can be very, very draining. And if it's taking more out of you and you're still putting into it, you need to leave that relationship or try to fix it. If you leave the relationship leave with a plan. Don't just up and leave and still be like lost, you know, in the sauce and like you need this person type stuff. Like leave with a plan. Prepare yourself, you know, to be single, and don't jump into another relationship. Take your time, you know, to focus, and take your time to focus on you and get your mind right before you even think about another relationship. Don't rush it. Back to the abuse. If you are in an abusive relationship, get help. You know, talk to the person, make it known that you're not happy, that you don't like their abuse, and if they're just like they keep abusing you, then don't stand for it. Don't stay in that type of relationship. A lot of times people physically have everything they want in a person, but that person is abusive to them, and they stay in that relationship because that's what they like. Um, Also, in a relationship, maintain your individuality. Do not become so consumed in your relationship that you have to, you know, like when you guys are separate, like you can't think without the person. Like you're calling, like, hey, what type of deodorant do I like? Or hey, um, what should I get for like this? Like you should know that about yourself. Like your spouse, your significant other should not be the person that knows like little things about you. Like you should know you first, and like yes, like they should know those things, but like you should know you first. Like also, if you're in a relationship where you're just 100% dependent on the other person, you need to go ahead and start focusing on yourself, investing in yourself. If your significant other doesn't want you to work, like that's cool, but like go to school or something, do something to invest in yourself, because if they leave, whether they like leave like physically or like, you know, they like pass away or like they just cheat or whatever, they do something to hurt you and you have to leave that situation, like what are you going to do? That's stuff that you guys need to think about when you're in a relationship. Do not be 100% dependent on the person. Have something going for yourself, even if it's just a hobby, because hobbies can't make money. Hello, YouTube. Don't rush any relationship. Don't rush. Don't force somebody into a relationship. Just keep in mind, like, relationships, they can be nice, but sometimes it's not worth it. There's nothing wrong with being single. There's nothing wrong with being taken. But if you're taken, you're taken. And know that and own it. If you like the video, go ahead and subscribe and share. Leave comments below if I missed anything. If you have any questions, if you, you know, just want to talk about anything, just go ahead and leave some comments and I'll be sure to respond back to them. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Tyrannosaurus, and I'll see you guys again. Peace.